Maxims of Law Series. Part 3 of 10. The third maxim declares, "He who seeks equity must do equity. Not he who demands. Not he who claims. Not he who files. He who seeks." The word itself carries humility. You are not commanding equity. You are asking for it. And in asking, you are already bound by it. What is equity? Before we go further, let us be clear about what equity is. Equity is not sympathy. It is not a favor. It is not the court being kind. Equity is a body of law, developed over centuries, designed to correct the harshness of strict legal rules where their rigid application would produce an unjust result. It operates in the realm of conscience. It asks not only what does the law say, but what does fairness require. And that is precisely why this maxim carries such weight: the principle of reciprocity. At the heart of this maxim is one word: reciprocity. You cannot enter a court of equity carrying a grievance in one hand, while concealing an obligation in the other. Equity sees both hands. If you seek the benefit of a contract, you must be prepared to fulfill your part of it. If you seek the return of property, you must be willing to account for what you received. If you seek relief from a burden, you must be willing to discharge what is fairly owed. The relief you seek conditions the conduct required of you. A practical example. Consider a man who enters into an agreement. The other party fails to perform. He comes before equity seeking enforcement, seeking that the obligation be treated as fulfilled. But equity will ask, have you performed your own obligations under this agreement? Are you in default yourself? Have you acted fairly in this matter? If the answer is no, equity will not simply look past that. Relief is conditional upon reciprocal conduct. You cannot invoke a standard for others that you are unwilling to meet yourself. Why this matters beyond the courtroom. This maxim is not merely procedural. It is a statement about the nature of law itself. It reflects something deeper, that rights and obligations are inseparable. You cannot hold a right in isolation, divorced from the responsibilities that accompany it. To claim the protection of equity is to submit yourself to its discipline. That discipline requires fair dealing. It requires honest conduct. It requires that you come prepared to give what you are asking others to give to you. The warning. Those who attempt to use equity as a tool, while themselves acting in bad faith, will find that equity turns. It is not a weapon for the unjust. It is not a shield for the dishonest. Equity is a mirror. What you ask of others, it will ask of you. The principle, stated clearly. Equity enforces mutual fairness. One cannot claim benefit without accepting burden. Relief is not given, it is earned through reciprocal conduct. Remember this. The moment you walk into equity, you are no longer just a claimant. You are a party under scrutiny. And equity will measure you by the very standard you are asking it to apply. Thank you, and God bless. Commonwealth Custodians Community. Restoring the Commonwealth of Australia, one soul at a time. Lawfully, rightfully, peacefully.